It's episode 50! But yes, I know it's not review 50, but I don't care. This is my 50th video on YouTube. And I figured I'd do something a little bit big, but stick with Transformers. It's Fall of Cybertron Bruticus. And holy crap, let me check something on my phone first. Nope, nothing important. Phone. But yes, it's the giant one himself. Stand him here. This is my preferred way to display Bruticus, with Swindle as an arm and Blast Off as an arm. Now I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be talking about the big combined form first, and then go into each of his little components there. So starting with the combined mode head, and yeah, that's definitely Bruticus enough for you. Love the blood red eyes. Wish there was light piping, but blood red eyes. Here's the thing: 6 head sculpts, but no light piping. WTF is that? Detail-wise, tiny little Decepticon symbol. Now, this guy is made out of mostly Japanese painted designs, so Swindle, gold, Japanese. The other two were the standard North American retail versions. But you can check out all the nice detail on Bruticus' torso. I'll talk about them more. I'll talk about articulation now. He's got head can go 360. You can take off the back-mounted double guns as they flop all over the place. He's got shoulder motion here. Some nice ratcheting. His hand can move in. Oddly enough, on Swindle you can have both hands out at once. If I can actually get it. There we go. And now he has 2 thumbs. That's weird. Come on. His feet he has knees. He has that kind of knee, which is definitely disturbing. He's got a. You have to unpeg it to do that motion. He's got some really heavy clicks backwards. Heavy clicking. You can do some sides like that and some legs, but those joints are weak. Same with the other one. There's so much here to talk about that I can't find a good place to start. He's very dangerous. He has twin cannons on one foot and a proboscis tow pistol on the other. Now that you've seen him in his fully combined mode, I'm going to go one at a time through the individual pieces of Bruticus, starting in the order I got them. This is Vortex. To get him into arm mode, you simply do that. Oh, and flip out. I'll show this. Flip out his hand, so he has a karate chop hand, and his thumb is on a swivel. So there's your arm. Flip out the proboscis pistol proboscis pistol. Again, rotate up the combiner vagina, and peg it in. And ipso facto, your little lobster copter. Yes, this is Vortex's alt mode, and frankly, I don't know where these colors came from. I mean, in G1 he was purple and a bit brown. In Fall Cybertron he was gold and a bit red. But hey, I guess Vortex don't care. He can be freaking red and purple if he wants to be. I love this fan though. I just realized how grainy this camera is. Whatever. Big old Decepticon symbol. By the way, I forgot, this is the combined mode gun for Bruticus. There are many different ways you can plug it together. I like this way. Retail release, or retail tells you to plug it like so, in a million different ultra shooter combinations. But these two are vortexes, so they can peg in here. And now let's do some bots. Fold out his legs. Fold the back panel inward. It's going to form the heel. Rotate the waist. I don't know if you can see this. Fold the arm like so. So there's your main robot. Fold this back, fold this down, fold that forward. And there's Vortex. He's pretty cool, if not for the fact that he has a giant helicopter cockpit for feet. It's kind of weird. Pretty cool face sculpt, head sculpt, whatever. And the face of a spider god secreted into his belly. Articulation, head on a ball joint, arms on a ball joint, really weak ball joint, pretty dorky arms with some bicep swivel, some backwards elbow movement and a little forwards elbow movement. Just a molded fist. This one not so bad, but getting there. He has a torso joint. This spider god skirt piece is on a hinge, so you can get some forwards, backwards, knee, serious knee bend with some breaking of the knee, I guess. Thigh swivel, and this part's on a hinge. Oh wow, God, you can't even see that. There's that. Oh no. Pretty good robot. It's kind of weird, but it also kind of works. And you can just peg these into his hands for swords. I'm just a big giant nerd. Next up is Brawl. Fighter. Vortex. What do I say? What was his bio? Or captures Autobots with webs or something. I can't remember. As I transform them. So start with here. Fold this up. This pegs onto the legs. There are pegs in there. Flip down the combiner vagina. It's gonna be a running joke. Flip this up. Flip this. Rotate it, and then fold these up into holes right there. And here's your tank. And it has no rules and no wheels. Combiner vagina. The joke writes itself, people. I'm sorry. He looks like a hover tank, minus the little hollow bit with the visible head syndrome. He's pretty cool. Turret swivels. Now, for arm mode, this is where it gets a little bit ridiculous. You're going to unpeg the leg, stick out the combiner port there, flip down these hands, and then peg them together. If I can get it. There we go. Now you just want to flip down the thumb, which is just simply the toe in robot mode. And there's your arm. And he has a whole tank for a shoulder. That looks god awful. But enough of that. Robot. Start by unpegging, folding back the hand. Fold the legs out like so. Then fold down the other toe, whichever one's not folded down. Fold back the combiner port. Fold in his belly. Flip up his head. This could be a long video, but hey, it's episode 50. I mean, apparently that's a big deal somehow. At least I think it might be a big deal. Fold out the arms like so, and here's Brawl in robot mode. And he's kinda terrible. I mean, obviously, exposed combiner port right there. He's got his ass pack that goes way too far down. I mean, it's kinda cool. You can fan mode him a bit and do like a tank shoulder mode. But then this piece has nowhere to go. And neither does the combiner vagina. And sorry, I'm gonna have to do this. Rude mode. The jokes, they write themselves with these. Oh god, I'm sorry. Articulation, head on a ball joint. Arm on a this kind of joint. Attached to a ball joint, like ball joint here. Swivel, ball joint, fold in wrist. Get that out of the way. Hip on a ball joint. Knee. Toe. Alright. His gun is just blatantly a pistol, which frankly I'm a sucker for. You can totally just do some gunshots like that. Kapow! Yeah, there we go. That's Brawl. He's I have to say it. He's way too slim and crappy for the guy whose name means fighting. He's a tank. He should be the tank. These are the Combaticons. They shouldn't be weaklings. They should be freaking powerhouses. But I'll talk about that right about now. As I get to the main guy, the blue guy, Onslaught. And they really didn't do a lot Like, I know this is his main mode, but they really did not do a lot to hide things. How flimsy this plastic is and how thin it is. I mean, these are his arms right here for onslaught mode. And like, oh, I forgot to mention he has this kind of joint. You can aggressively limbo. But look in the back. It's just onslaught. Like, they did nothing to hide anything like that. Crotch plate kind of weird. This camera's really fuzzy. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. To transform him into onslaught. We're going onslaught first. Fold these down. Some really weird nubs right there. Ooh, I wonder what those are. That's not funny. Fold this waist, swivel, pop out. Oh, look at that. It's onslaught. He's finally coming to play. Fold down these spikes. God, this camera is awful right now. I'm really sorry. If it's blurry on your side, I do apologize. I'm going to go turn the light on now because the light behind me died. That's better. Somewhat. And here's your onslaught. And God, does he ever look awful. I mean, he's no way in hell game accurate, because in the game he was a hulking fatty. This guy's like a slender, regular guy with some really weird shoulders. And also Bruticus right there, being like, looking up at something, being like, I'm gonna get you soon. Articulation, his head is on this thing. It is movable. It can go 360. No, it can't really, but yes, it can. It's amusing that the Decepticon symbol for Bruticus ended up right there. He has another one in his car mode chest. Now, his shoulders are kind of weird. From just a look at it, it looks like this is just all the arm, but this giant chunk here is actually a shoulder. So it can go 360. Or no, it can't. But it can go that much forward and back. The outward elbow action is kind of weird. It has this elbow. Well, it's on a ball joint here. It has this kind of movement, which is ridiculous. His arms don't move like a natural human should, or a regular robot should, and gives him bicep swivel. Legs are on some nice ratchet, as I've said. In this mode, the ratchets make more sense. Knee does that, and get back is that kind of motion, which is good for onslaught, but not so good for Bruticus. But he is just supposed to be the main chunk of the combined mode. He's suffered in every other mode to put it all forward in Bruticus mode. Speaking of alt modes, transform a thing like a man with the thing. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. Fold these back. Fold this down on its hinge. Fold these all the way forward so the wheels are able to touch the ground. And I have to say, this already looks fucking ridiculous. And then fold the arms. Like, how was it? There. Like so. It looks like Bruticus is going, no, don't look at me. But this is just god awful. I mean, it's an omni-shamble of just everything that stops an inch and a half too soon. I mean, you can take his back-mounted double guns and plug them into his forearms, which is kind of hiding, but kind of not really. Give me a moment, and I actually do have a comparison for this guy. This is Energon Barricade, the second Transformer I had for a long time before I started collecting again. And this is actually a really nice alt mode if you look at it from the front or back only. Turn to the side and oh look, he's staring at his arms. How familiar. Rotating turret though. Can I click it? I mean, that makes up for anything. Detail wise, he's got some pretty nice detail. With that random X on there and the things that are totally not arms behind them. 8 wheels, all roll. Now, this guy, what the hell? Did they really think this alt mode would work? Like, I know he sacrifices everything to be the main chunk, but this guy sort of is also a main chunk, but doesn't sacrifice it all. To transform him, you are going to unpeg his waist, plug it in back there. He's getting pretty long. Fold in the missile racks. Unhinge this thing. And then extendo leg. Rotate. Extendo leg, rotate. Fold back in. So you have it looking like that. And take this. Unhinge it. Put it back here into his backpack, or for it to form a backpack. And then unhinge these, fold down, fold, 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 fold. And there you have Energon Barricade in his robot mode. And nothing's new. Decepticon symbols still right there as I talk while my camera fades to black. Gorgeous blue light piping, which is awesome, but I wish Fall of Cybertron Bruticus had light piping. Articulation in his head is on a swivel. It's on a that kind of thing. Shoulders, hinge, hinge, elbow hinge. Heavy clicking with some bicep swivel, torso joint, which makes a lot of sense. Forwards, backwards, out on some really nice ratchets. And double knee, surprisingly. So you can have that kind of knee bend and toe movement. He doesn't stand up very well, but oh, I love him so. Now, I will do the combined mode, which is kind of hilarious because look, it's right in there. But check out this kind of kibble. It's an aggressive backpack that makes him incredibly back heavy, but he has to be doing kind of this motion to stand up. Now, fold the legs back. And now, it took me a long time to figure out who this guy was. I'm ashamed of it, but I didn't know who this was, and I just had him for a long time. And I ended up looking up a review and found out, oh, he's Barricade, and I couldn't figure out how to make the combined mode. So, yeah, not my most enjoyable moment as a Transformers collector, but man, fold these panels like so. And this Bruticus head has a tendency to pop off this hinge. It's on. Before I do that, fold up. Fold the arms like so. It always takes me a second to figure out how the arms work. But then these two pegs go into the holes behind Bruticus' head, while this joint is on a double hinge. You hinge down. I'm just going to go as long as I can and pop off that and see how long YouTube accepts a video to be. Now it's on you, YouTube. And plug in his head. And there you have the main chunk of Energon Bruticus Maximus. And first off, he looks a hell of a lot better than that Generations hunk of Bruticus. I know his arms are still right there, but like they're there because they have the combiner ports on them. And like I've seen this guy combined, he looks a hell of a lot better with 2 tanks for feet and 2 helicopters for arms. But this guy, still love him. More gorgeous blue light piping. Even his horns are on hinges. But yeah, he's cool. Next up is Generation Swindle. And to get him into vehicle mode, you're going to push down the combiner port. It's hinged to the car part. Fold down the hand. Fold it in. And there's your car. It's a Cybertronian 4-wheeled thing. Some nice purple and gold. Nice engine block. To turn him into foot mode, you simply fold out those. Fold the combiner port back out. And then fold this car roof in on the second set of hinges. So that is your foot. That is Swindle. I think he looks... I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I think he looks best. This is the best looking one of all the Combaticons. At least his limb modes are the best, in my opinion. But to transform him into robot mode, you are going to, again, put back the combiner vagina, unfold these, unpeg the arms, fold up, rotate, fold this part down, and you can see right there is his head. And then you're going to want to fold it up, fold it like so, and make sure this front grille pegs into these 2 sets of holes right there. And then fold these up, out. Fold these little shoulder crests down and separate the legs. And there you have Swindle in his robot mode. And holy beef bust, Batman! Boy, this guy looks badass. I mean, this is why he's my favorite. Just, this looks awesome in gold and black. And I like this so much better than the retail yellow, because his face is actually picked out with some silver. So it doesn't look like he's just always in shadow. Articulation, his head can move a bit. His arms are on hinges and ball joints. His elbows on a ball, on a ball joint. no wrist movement. Ball joint, in and out, hinge, toe, backwards hinge. Whoa, that hasn't happened before. Serious, I never popped off his leg before. And he's got a torso joint. But the beef is a bit of a lie. I mean, look, it's just wafer thin panels on top of transformery guts. I mean, he looks cool, and he's got giant chunks of car kibble for car wheel shoulders and wheels back here, but somehow he gets away with it. And his gun. This is 30 minutes. Holy crap! Cool. It's worth it. I'm sorry. It's worth it. It's like an engine block gun, which can peg in right behind his head in vehicle mode. I've never done it yet, but Swindle, arms dealer, pretty cool. And next up, and last up, is Blast Off. Now let me get it into proper arm mode. So flip it like so. No, not like that. I have a hard time remembering how to put him in arm mode. Oh god, oh god. Not like that. Wait, is it like that? God, I don't remember. Oh well, it doesn't matter, I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn him into jet mode now. So fold these in. Maybe it'll come to me and maybe I'll show it, but for the life of me, I can't bloody remember. Take these. Fold them, fold them. Fold them, fold them, fold them, fold them. They're on ball joints. Like, fold them in like so. So they wrap around. They peg together. Fold these up. Where is it? Like so. I don't know how well you've been watching this, but those go together like that, and then they peg in. And this goes like this. I'm sorry, I'm watching this too much because I can't remember, so I can't tell if you can see it. But here's your space shuttle who carries everyone. Heck, he's got the whole why is there a shuttle on army guy thing, and why isn't he bigger than everyone rigmarole, but he's cool. Check out those spikes. Love all this spikitude. He does have a third mode, which is Cybertronian drill. Nah, it's not as fun. And it can do this. Knock, 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 knock. Now, leg mode. You simply fold this back, fold this one back, fold down this, and bob's your foot slash shin slash leg part. That's alright. I may end up using him as a foot and Vortex as an arm if I can never remember how to combine, how to turn this guy into an arm again. Now robot mode is oh yeah, these are his guns. He's got two of them. They peg in here and here. So God, half an hour video. I'm really sorry, people. Other one here and here. And then there's your attack mode, which doesn't look too bad. It hides the hands, which I'm thankful for. There's your blast off, and let's robot this up. Fold down the legs. This should be easy enough to remember. I mean, I don't transform them very often. I only got them freaking yesterday. So, I normally take more time to play with my toys, people. Sorry. Wow, I'm apologizing a lot. There we go. Fold. And now, how does this work? No! They're just on ball joints. Oh yeah. Oh, I think. Hinge here. Fold this down so exposes the rest of them. Fold the arm's stored up there, so you can fold it down. Same deal. And there's your blast off in robot mode. And he doesn't stand very well, but I'll figure that out. He's cool. I mean, he's definitely my second favorite. Let me see. There's that joint. There's how it should look. Articulation wise, his head's on a ball joint. This is on a hinge. Really weird shoulder hinge. This part right here is on a ball joint, which the arm attaches to via hinge. Ball joint at the elbow, so we can do that kind of movement. Hip, up and down, up and back, forward and backwards, in and out, knee, and no toes. So that's your lot. I will bring them all in frame right now and say, I'm that weird collector. This is the Generations Combaticons, and you have been awesome. You rock. 50 videos. Even though they don't have very many hits, I don't really care. But thank you for watching, and see you in 51.